Hey everybody, welcome back to Azure Plays, more Lunar to Eternal Blue Complete. Last time we went through the Dragon Ruins and got ourselves a new little bit of a goodie, as well as a bunch of equipment as well. That was actually plenty good. The right Opal Jewel, handpicked from the Dragon Ruins. It's one of the required items we need to beat the epilogue, and now we're going to go on our way to get the next required item. So, the Water Ruins, in order to get here, we actually need to go and do the Noda side quest, where we actually got the Remember Azure Crystal. You need to do that in order to get into this place, so it's a little bit annoying to do that, but you got it. It's not that big of a deal. Either way, what you could do to get over here really quickly is just kind of warp to Azado if you want to just do that. But we're pretty much good to go. We have our little bit of warp that we could just use and get over here. No problem. So, the Water Ruins. Let's head inside. The Water Ruins, now that the water's all the way down, we could actually just head right over here and go in. Before we do that, though, this one, we actually do need to worry about statuses just a little bit. The only one that we really need to watch out for is paralysis. There is mute going on as well, but honestly, if you're able to get rid of paralysis or mute, you're fine. I think mute's honestly worse than paralysis because you can't use your spells at that point. But yeah, hero's fine, cannot be muted. I could probably swap that out for maybe like a Vigor Ring and just be fine there. So let's just do that. Let's see. This is Jean. Yeah, I'd rather have her not paralyzed as well. And honestly, when it comes to Ronfar, I think mute is a little bit better, but I think I do have that, which kind of gives me a little bit of a couple options. So I'll just pop that on. It's fine. And everybody else is good. All right, I think we're pretty much good to go from here. So let's head on inside. The Water Ruins is a little bit more involved compared to the Dragon Ruins that we just went through. So all we really need to do is just find these like orange bulbs that are everywhere, and we need to turn them off. So there's one in the water there. We can't actually reach it just yet, so we need to find out a way to be able to do that. First though, we have some new enemies to deal with. The Dark Doll, the Black Brain, and the Gorgon-Ka. Yeah, I think he's like the fancy version of a Gorgon at that point. So let's start off with the Black Brain, since they are both doing the same exact animation. It makes it a little bit easier to explain. So the Black Brain, when its mouths are moving and it's not glowing like this, it's going to attack somebody. But if its mouth and eyes are glowing red, it's going to do a flash attack that may mute some people if they're able to be muted. Resistances, as you may know by now: charm, death, poison, paralysis, seal, sleep, all that stuff. Yep, it's kind of annoying. So, next one on our list is the Gorgon-Ka. He's probably like the master of these plays. I don't know, he does have a decent chunk of HP, honestly. When it's kind of just standing still like this, it's just going to attack somebody with its tentacles. But if its mouth is like moving around, it's going to just vomit on somebody that may do that paralysis I'm worried about. If it's going to attack somebody, it may poison them. So you're dealing with status elements either way. Resistances: charm, death, poison, paralysis, seal, sleep. Yes, you get it at this point. It's the same thing every time. And now we have the Dark Doll. If it's staying normally like this, it's just going to do an electric attack on somebody and just hit them. But if it's holding a fire, it's going to toss it at somebody and it's going to hurt that way as well. Pretty much just two different types of attacks. It just kind of hits somebody. It's ranged or not ranged. Either way, resistances. Say it with me: charm, death, paralysis, poison, seal, sleep. Yep, none of that stuff works. So all we really need to do in order to get rid of them, honestly, is just beat them up. Just beat them up. Not that big of a deal. Just go in and just do as much damage as you want. Just do all your good attacks and maybe throw a catastrophe out in there. It's fine. Just attack outright. You're good to go.
Mega damage. Taste my anger.
That's a little bit of a waste, but it worked. The nice thing about this is Leo might actually get another level up. But either way, let me just hit this little jewel right over here. And what that should do is lower some of the water, so we'll be able to continue. I'm gonna attack you. Because it gives us the other new enemy in the area. I mean, the last of the four anyway. Ironically, there's four here. So, if they're just kind of like floating around, not really doing anything, they're just going to go up and bite somebody. But if they're like webby, tendril things are moving like this, it's going to steal HP from somebody. Resistances: charm, death, paralysis, poison, seal, sleep. Yep, the same thing every time at this point. We can just go out and attack them. It's not that big of a deal. They're all going to die. So there we go. pretty much good to go from here. And that's pretty much all the enemies in this dungeon that we need to worry about. Yeah, the enemies here are just fodder, especially if you've gone through all the optional dungeons, so it's not that big of a deal. They're all dead. So let's start hitting some buttons. So we already lowered that water level. Let's grab this while we're at it. The goddess armor. This might come in handy indeed. All right, let's see who can equip that. Leo. Yeah, much better. Finally something that increases his agility as well as his speed, because Leo is being consistently terrible when it comes to that. So it is kind of nice that he's a little bit faster, maybe faster than some of the enemies here finally. Who knows? Also, this is a bad. Let me kill everything. And Leo gains a level. All it took was me defeating everything in that room. All right, continuing forward, let's just hit this button right over here to lower another water level. There we go. And we're gonna head right over up in this direction to grab this. Saint Clothes. All right, this might come in handy indeed. Let's see, Saint Clothes for Ronfar. Finally, something better that's like not this. Yeah, I would rather have this on, honestly. So, yep, there we go. All good to go. All right, and let's go and hit these buttons now that we can actually access down below over here. That's a teeny bit of a puzzle dungeon. It's actually kind of nice considering most of the dungeons in this game that had puzzles either just like got their puzzles not removed exactly, but just changed and mainly just made them gauntlets of going through areas. So it is kind of nice to actually have something to do in a dungeon. Anyways, hitting all those buttons lowers that so we can continue forward. And that actually leads outside, kinda. So if you want to leave right away, you could. Be nice if we could just like hop this, but it's just a perspective thing. You actually are probably like a lot lower than it seems from here. So yeah, since I'm outside, I might as well just do a little of these. The enemies don't respond, so you don't have to worry about it too much. But doing that brings us right over here with a button immediately, so I might as well just hit that. All right, continuing forward, we have another button right over there. I'm gonna assume there's an enemy right next to it. Kinda. It's rather slow enemy, but I can hit the button though. All right, now that I hit that, let's go all the way across the other side of the screen. Somehow dodge that guy. Not sure how I did that. May as well grab this while we're at it. The Sage Robe. This might come in handy indeed. Okay, Lamina. Your best equipment. Bam. There we go. And get a little bit of wisdom back too, which is actually kind of nice. Considering I took off one of those things on Lamina for her like usual combo, yeah, her having a little bit more wisdom, it definitely kind of helps a little bit. But Leo, you need to get healed a little bit. There we go, run. All right, hit this button here. Now we need to go up over in this direction to hit one more button. And the nice thing about this button, aside from hello, you might got a small glimpse of it. Yeah, two treasures right next to each other. Thank you, game. Berserker Claw, as well as the Dragon Helm. So, Hero now has his best equipment, period. And then the Berserker Claw. We can actually pop that on if we want. Just get extra attack flat out. Or we could do the Fierce Fist thing if we wanted to, which, no. I'm just gonna pop that on and get a little bit extra attack, it's fine. And we're just gonna hit this little extra little button right there as well, in order to drain this. So right down over here. Let's go straight through here. That leads us to another big room with a treasure that's just taunting us right over there. Which honestly, that treasure is just nothing really too special. I mean, it's nice to have. But yeah, spoiler alert, that one's another silver light, so not even that big of a deal. I was like, what enemy was going towards me? All right, continuing forward. Up, yeah, we're actually going to... Yeah, the digesters can really hurt if you don't just immediately kill them. Yeah. Yeah, they really like to steal your HP and they hurt. So, yeah, it's fine. There we go. We'll grab this, which actually would be kind of useful considering I just got wrecked earlier, but it's fine. I'm gonna have you go a little bit this way. Just keep following me. Just go this way. It's like a beat. Oh, I gotta get rid of you. I'm sorry. You were probably a famous musician in this life, but honestly, some other life will probably be better off because that was only like just a backing beat. Aha! Got around you. No! I tried. There we go. Now let me get the chest I spoiled its contents of. The silver light. It might come in handy indeed. Either way, this floor was not really a button one. We just kind of went through it. Yeah, there's no more buttons to deal with. Kind of weird that they had like a couple for the first few floors, but after that, no. Honestly, the only reason I'm getting wrecked is because the AI hero keeps trying to do triple sword on everything and not just attacking flat out. So, yeah, that's why. Because why attack 3 times when you can attack 6 times? All right, there we go. Let's head straight down. No more enemies to deal with, and we're pretty much done with this dungeon. There's just a room that we can move around freely in, so you know that means one little thing. I should definitely top off on everything because we're at that point that I should probably do that and make sure that everybody's just good to go. I have all these silver lights and I'm still using the starlights. There we go. Do that one more time and that one more time. There we go. And I'm gonna be funny about this. I just healed up like that and then I'm gonna go back into my item. Just use another starlight. There we go. And we're pretty much good to go there. All right. I would say change my formation, but I already have it set anyway. All right, the Water Guardian actually is one that you might want to change up your formation for, but honestly, I don't care that much because I'm like really strong anyway, so it doesn't matter all that much. So, the Water Guardian, it has 20,000 HP just like the Phantom Sentry before it, but the Water Guardian, what it's gonna do when it's doing this like buster attack thing right over here and just kind of swishing his tail around, it's gonna encase a character that's nearest to him in a bubble. In this case, that's probably going to be Hero. Which kind of sucks a little bit, but at least I can show off his attacks before I wind up killing the thing, so. Either way, that bubble, what's gonna happen is it's trapped, like the character in the bubble will be trapped until they either die or a couple turns pass. So it's not that big of a deal anyway, so we're just gonna do a little bit of triple sword action. Run far is just gonna kind of lower his defenses a little bit. Gene is just gonna go in and attack outright, and then we're just gonna buff everybody up. You know, the usual tactics. I could use White Dragon Protect to protect from the bubble that Hero's gonna be encased in. But again, it's just a few turns, and honestly, I don't really care that much to just do that when I can lower his defenses and just do more damage overall anyway.
Taste my refreshment.
All right, here we go. Hero's now bubbled, which does a lot of health, honestly. Although Hero can't really do anything right now. He's just kind of floating around. I can't really do anything for him. I could use White Dragon Protect because I definitely want to. Because when it's just standing around not really doing anything, it looks like more of an idle animation. It's just going to hit everybody. So I might want to have everybody protected. I still don't know why that's right on Lamina, but whatever. Either way. It's going to do another Blue Dragon Palm. We're going to do another Burning Rage. Get everybody a little bit topped off when it comes to actually doing damage. And there we go.
I'll take care of this. Blue Dragon Ball!
Now, lend me a hand here. Taste my refreshment.
Plenty simple. And now for this attack, when it's actually charging electricity up, it's gonna just hit somebody with voltage, and if there's anybody nearby, they're also gonna get hit. But as you can tell, Hero is back to normal again. It didn't last long, honestly, so I can just continue to do a triple sword combo. Yeah, it's not that big of a deal. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to do another White Dragon Protect because why not? And then you're gonna do Blue Dragon Palm. And one thing to actually note about this guy, he's weak to fire. It's like, what? You'd think that wouldn't be the case, but yeah, you could use Catastrophe on him, just do a boatload of damage if you want. That's an extra person attacking, so why not? And then Leo is just gonna do Soul Blade as usual.
Mega damage. Blue Dragon Ball.
Now, lend me a hand here. Taste my refreshment.
All right, oh, we're not gonna get to see the next attack, I guess. He's just going to encase Hero in a bubble again. Okay, then. I love that these bosses are not, like, staying on their pattern order. So I might kill him before I even get to show off that attack. Oh, well, I'm just going to do Triple Sword. Yeah, I'm just going to do Fractured Armor. I honestly don't care if Hero gets bubbled. It might give me a little bit more of a chance to show off the attack, at least.
Mega damage. Blue Dragon Ball.
Yeah! Taste my refreshment.
All right, so now that its head's moving back and forth, it's kind of weird that he didn't actually do the other attack beforehand. You think that they'd be on rotation, but the Phantom Sentry kind of proved that wrong a little bit. He's gonna hit somebody like with a really strong water attack, just somebody on the field. So it's not really that big of a deal. So what I'm going to do is I'm just gonna do White Dragon Protect to see if I hit somebody with it. You are just gonna do a Blue Dragon Palm. You are actually just gonna buff everybody up because I kind of noticed it's getting low on that front. So we'll just do that.
I'll take care of
Make everybody do a little bit more damage because Hero is kind of like incapacitated for a little bit. He's just kind of sulking around.
Blue Dragon Ball.
And I guess he didn't even get to do it anyway. It's weird that the like little like water's still there, and Hero's just like, ugh, I'm in a bubble. Because that battle does remind me of the Marubia battle from Lunar 1. It's actually kind of neat that way. It's just kind of annoying because you didn't have to like worry about like going up to attack it or whatever. It's just you can attack it from wherever since it doesn't move at all. Either way, Hero gets level 63. Ronfar gets level 63. Jean gets level 63. Lamina gets level 63. And sorry, Leo. Every time. Every time. Either way, that battle's not that hard. And now that we're here, we can grab this one. Left Sapphire Jewel obtained. At last, Hero, now we have both the Dragon Eye Jewels. Now that we have both Star Pupils, we can get into the Star Dragon Tower. We can see Lucia. Yep, since we already know about it, we can just go right inside. The other one is actually kind of neat considering it was gone, so I wonder how Grandpa Gwen got a hold of that one. Kind of neat. Either way, you see how there's an extra little walkway over here? Let's go through that, shall we? Yeah, that leads right over here. Yeah, this is a door you can just go into. If you know that door exists, you can avoid fighting the boss altogether. You can literally just not fight that one. Crazy that you can just avoid one entire boss in an area, which actually kind of does help if you're doing challenge runs of this epilogue. Either way, that's another one down, so let's leave. All right, and there we go. The water ruins are now complete. So all we need to do now is just head to the Star Dragon Tower and ascend it. Next time Azure plays more Lunar 2 Eternal Blue complete. Let's head for the finale. I'll see you all then.